Alright guys, after we're in here once again, let's start issue 12, shall we? Okay, so if you remember in the last video, we started doing this suspension, front left. We attached this piece to the swing arm, to the control arm here. We created the shock absorber and we put the knuckle on. And as I mentioned, the knuckle is supposed to rotate, only slightly. I'm still not totally convinced that this is held perfectly, but it's not turning, so I'm not going to worry about it. As I've mentioned, we're going to be doing stage 12. And stage 12 has us continuing with the front suspension. Stage 44 will be doing the brake system for the front left. 45 has us building the front half shafts, which won't take long and they don't even get installed. And then 46 we do the other suspension piece. Going to the back here for stage 13. 13 is basically the same continuation. 46 we'll do the knuckle and the shock absorber. 7 and 8, it's pretty much all the same right up until 48. And stage 50 we'll do the steering rack. I don't know what comes in stage 14. As I've mentioned in the last video, I've yet to see it. I'm filming this all on Monday, March 1st, so I can get it all out of the way, so I can get ahead of myself. But here are the instructions for today's video. It's all about adding the swing arm pieces to our assembly that we had from the last stage. I'm going to set this off to the side and get the parts out. And the screws for this round are HM, which I don't believe I have a spot. Oh, I do have a spot for them. We're getting more NM screws. You notice I had an issue with that last time, but I have plenty now. I like keeping my screws organized. It's an easy way for me to make sure I'm not using the wrong ones, although the DM ones are confusing enough. We have more of the FM ones with the nuts. And we also have EM, also with nut connectors. There we go. Once those are squared away, we're also going to need our holder for this round. First thing we're going to do is we are going to take this piece here, which is the upper swing arm base. We're going to lay it down just like so. And we're going to take the upper swing arm, and in the hole here in the center, it's narrower on one side, wider on the other. We want the wider end to actually face up. And for this, we're going to add an EM screw with nut. Now, I don't have a piece of tape on this nut holder. Don't know how else to put it. I call it a nut holder. It's going to be the easiest way for me to refer to it. Basically what I'm doing is I'm setting the screw in the hole. That's not going to work. Got to use the smaller of my two screwdrivers. Let's hope I can get this in without effing it up a million times. So, once I have the nut bit a little bit things tend to like to roll on me, and it's very frustrating. Anyways, that's in. We're just going to repeat it on the opposing side. Again, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the nut is wedged into that holder. I'm also just going to dab that end into a tiny touch of oil so it goes in a little smoother. And now that that's in, again, this is going to be a pain in my butt because I'm not very dexterous. But it tends to go in all right once I deal with it. So that is that. In the center, as you can see right there, we're going to attach the hinge that way, and it's just going to go in with a pair of HM screws. I'm going to get that all set up. There's the first. Hate having faulty hands. I tend to drop things a lot. But that's a personal issue. And once that's done, it's in just like that. Okay, now the hard part. As I'm just now reading through the instructions. I know, stupid me doesn't read the instructions before I do something. Now, it's time for an FM screw, also with a nut. We're going to take our setup from the last time. Do I have this on upside down? Oh dear Lord, I have this on upside down. No wonder it wasn't looking right. I just looked at the instructions. I have the knuckle plate on backwards. I don't know why I didn't catch that until this video, but whatever. Not a big problem. Of course, I dropped the only other screw I had. Never mind. Because the knuckle plate is actually supposed to fit on this side. The reason being that I know I did it wrong. Okay, I know I did it wrong because in the instructions it wants me to put that there. It wants me to fit this end of the control arm there. And the other half now why does it look the wrong way? Oh. So, it wants me to flip it this way. This is so confusing. It wants me to get this bit in, and once that's in, I'll put that over top. And it's supposed to hold in somehow. Anyways, tells me to put an FM screw through. And let's see what I can do. Okay, so now that's in. Now this comes over. That does not seem right. Because I put it in upside down. Ha ha! I am a bundle of stupid today. I'm like, why is this not working? Why does this not look right? Why is this? Why is this that? I'm like, because it's supposed to go in this way. This is gonna be a pain in the buttocks because it's an odd angle. Because it's sitting at such a weird angle. I feel like if I can do... this is where the problems arise, because something doesn't want to work. Okay. Okay, so it's going to work that way. That I can deal with. Hang on. Alright, 20 years later, not really, but still, holy crap, that was a pain in the butt. Try and get to work, but it's in. And it is correct, it's supposed to look like this. It still has the way of turning. The only thing I didn't show on camera was I just put an NM screw into that hole which marries the knuckle to the control arm, so everything is in place and it is completely secure. And that, believe it or not, is the end of stage 43, and wow, such a pain in the butt. Trying to get that nut to hold on in such a small area was not an easy challenge. But it's in. And it looks good. Looks exactly how the picture tells me it should. Sharp angle. So, it is right. But anyways, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, as I am enjoying every day of building this. If you have not done so already, please subscribe. Every subscription helps me out in a big way. And, yeah. I will see you in the next one. Stay frosty, friends.